Hello everyone, welcome to Skilled Inspirational Academy. And today we are going to discuss some Palo Alto interview questions. So this is your session 3 on Palo Alto interview question series. Okay. So these are the few questions which today I will cover. Okay. So far we have covered till here, right? Till here. Now I'm from today I'm just starting from question number 12. Okay. So the sometime in interview what people ask, like they will ask, what are the regions that the firewall drops a packet without showing anything in the traffic logs? So the traffic log means the thing is if I'll go into my firewall, so the thing is in this particular point of time, right, in this particular place in monitor in traffic, sometime we will not get any kind of logging into these traffic logs for some time, some kind of traffic, and it is basically dropped by the firewall due to some reason. So let me tell you what are these reasons first of all. So if I'll go to into my whiteboard, and if you look this particular packet flow diagram, okay, so the thing is always your firewall generate a log. Okay, whatever we have said, log at the session start and log at the session end. So this log is generated when your security rule will hit. If any security rule hit, then only your firewall generate the traffic, right? So this is the packet flow, right? If your packet is dropped at the ingress level due to error check, okay, and due to any reason at the BPN. So in error check, generally it will do the lookup, it will perform the checksum at the TCP level, right? It will also perform the checksum, or we can say generally CRC at the layer 2. Okay, so if your packet is dropped at the ingress level due to these reasons, sometime what happens, sometime maybe what happens, maybe our client is sending some packets, and when these packets are received by firewall, maybe they are the fragmented packets, right? So in that case, if some fragment is lost between the path, in that case also your firewall drop the packet at this particular point of time. Okay, so this is the first reason, maybe your packet gets dropped at the ingress process level due to checksum failed, due to the fragmentation, any issue with the fragmentation, right? These are the few reasons. Because of these reasons, your packet will be dropped at the ingress level. Okay, now the thing is, after ingress level, you have seen the firewall send this packet for the firewall session setup, or we can say connection setup state, which is also known as a slow path, right? So in slow path, generally the first check which is performed by the organization is your zone protection profile. Okay, so if I'll go to into this particular diagram here, so if you see, this is the diagram of your packet flow, right? So you will see here, first it will do the lookup into your zone protection profile, right? So if you have configured your zone protection profile, in that case your packet will dropped by the zone protection profile. So here you have to also remember, sometime what happens, let's suppose in case of TCP, in TCP generally the first packet is a SYN, right? Let's suppose you have received SYN plus ACK, or maybe a packet who is having fin flex set, or a packet who is having maybe push flex set, right? In that case also, these kind of traffic drop by your zone protection profile, guys. So and also you will not see any kind of logs if that packet is dropped by the zone protection profile. Let me just show you here. See, zone protection checks, it will perform the zone protection check. It will also perform the TCP state check. It will just see in TCP it's a first package a SYN or not. Okay. Apart from this, sometime what happens, sometime we will launch, someone trying to launch any kind of anti-spoofing attack, right? These kind of attacks is also prevented by your zone protection profile. So if someone is doing this thing, in that case also your packet will be dropped at the zone protection level, and you will not see any log into your monitor and then into your traffic log tab. Okay, After that, if you see in that packet flow, the next check is your routing check, right? So if you are having wrong configuration with your routing, if you don't have any routes in your routing table for the destination, in that case also your packet will be dropped by the firewall at the routing level, and you will not get any kind of log for that. So these are the few reasons your firewall may drop your packets silently, right? So you can answer like that. In, we can say, in ingress state, if I'll go to into this particular PDF, if I'll go into ingress state check, there are also few other reasons, right? Generally when they will do the packet parsing, right, all these things happen at the ingress level, right? So they will also drop the packet sometime. Whatever, let's suppose you have received a packet whose TTL value is 0. In that case your firewall will drop the packet. So generally in ingress check, it will always perform, it will check the errors, what kind of errors is available in the header, in the TCP header, in the IP header, and in your layer 2 header. If you have received a packet who is having protocol number 0, in that case also your firewall will drop the packet. Sometimes you will have a mismatch of ether type and IP version, in that case also your packet will be dropped. If your my firewall is receiving a truncated IP header, means IP header has been truncated due to any reason, maybe there is some hacker who has just truncated that IP header, in that case also your packet will be dropped by the firewall. Okay. If someone is trying to launch attack or ping of death attack, in that case also your packet will be dropped. If there is any error at the at IP checksum level, in that case also your packet will be dropped. So these are the few reasons of dropping your packet at the ingress level, and if your firewall drop these packets, you will not get any kind of log into your tab, guys. Okay. In case of TCP header is truncated, your packet will be dropped, right? Data offset field is less than 5. So if your data field is less than 5, in that case also this packet will be dropped. If checksum, if you will have any checksum error, in that case your packet will be dropped. If port number is 0, in that case also your packet will be dropped. Invalid combination of TCP flags, if you are having invalid combination, in that case also your packet will be dropped by the firewall. So in that case you can remember this first reason, TCP header truncated, second one is checksum error, third one is port is 0, and invalid combination of TCP flags. UDP packet will be dropped due to if you have any issue at the UDP header. Okay, so these are the main reasons, and you can remember all these reasons, guys. Okay. IP fragmentation is also, generally we will avoid IP fragmentation, but sometimes if we have received a wrong fragments or some fragment has been dropped, and these kind of packets also dropped by the firewall, so we have to remember these things, guys. Okay, so these are the few reasons your firewall will drop the packet silently, and you will not get any kind of traffic logs into your Palo Alto monitor tab, which is here, guys. Okay, so how we can test that this thing? Let me just test this thing. So what I can do, this is my system, and inside I'll go into this machine, and what I will do, I'll just initiate the ping to www.crnets.com. Let me just ping to that website with -t. So ping is working right now, right? Why this ping is working? Because in my firewall, what I will do, let me just go to into my network tab, into virtual routers. I will just do a one test for this. Okay, I'll go to into this virtual router, static route, and I'll just delete my static route or my default route, which means now I don't have any route for the crnets.com. Okay, see, ping is going on. This is the IP address of my website, which is crnets.com. Copy this one. If I'll do the control VC, Okay, let me just close this one. HTTPS. So we are getting our website here, right? Hosting Raja, because we have purchased this domain from the hosting Raja. Okay. Okay. Now, so now what I have done, I have basically, I don't have anything with respect to the routing. Now I don't have any routing, right? What I will do, if I'll go to into my machine, into this inside, see ping has stopped working, right? Because I don't have anything. Now if I'll refresh my firewall, I will not see any kind of drop for this particular IP address, right? Go there. Let me just paste the IP address here. Right now you will see I don't have any kind of log on my firewall, right? I don't have any deny log on my firewall because now this particular traffic is dropped at your routing level, right? And how you can test that? If I go into my firewall, if I run this test routing fib lookup virtual router VR0 and IP address is this. If I look the route for this IP address, see I don't have any route, which means my firewall is not having any routes, and that packet will be dropped by my firewall at the routing level. Okay, so this is how we can basically see I am not getting any log here, which means my packet is dropped by the routing engine. Okay, so this is the answer of your question number 12, guys. Okay, now let me just move towards the question number 3, like why does the traffic log show application as incomplete, guys? Right? Let me just see what's that. What is the meaning of this one? Okay, so if I'll go into my firewall, into application, you have seen insufficient data, application is not applicable. I'm just looking for incomplete, so I'll just do a search for that log. Okay, see, you will see so many traffic here. Application is incomplete, right? Why we will see this particular reason or this kind of like application incomplete kind of message into our application, right? So let me just answer this question. So first of all, you need to understand the TCP three-way handshake, guys. Okay. So what I will do, let me write the TCP three-way handshake here. So what I am having my firewall here. Okay. I am having my host PC1. That PC having IP address 10.1.1.20. I am having internet service provider here, and here we are having few servers, right? Server 1, these are the internet servers, right? Server 2 and server 3. Any server, maybe this server having IP address 200.1.1.1. This server having IP address 200.1.1.10. This server have IP address 200.1.1.5. Okay, these are the IP. These are servers in public internet, right? Now, from this PC, if let's suppose this server is hosted over TCP/80, means web services running. Okay, so what this PC will do, he will basically do the TCP three-way handshake with this server, right? So how it will do that TCP three-way handshake? Let me just write the TCP three-way handshake. Okay, so let me just take the different color. So this PC will forward the first packet towards this server. This packet is known as like TCP SYN. Now this server will give the reply, which is TCP SYN plus ACK, right? And after that, my PC will send the TCP acknowledgement packet, right? And like by doing this, they will complete TCP three-way handshake, right? So now let me tell you guys, when now they will complete the TCP three-way handshake, right? After that only, when these three packets has been exchanged between it, then after that they will exchange the HTTP request packet. Okay, right? So this is the TCP three-way handshake, right? Now what happens, guys, sometime when this packet going into your firewall, right? So first your firewall process this packet into your ingress traffic, right? Ingress level, where it will perform error checks, it will extract the source interface and zone lookup. It will also check the traffic for VPN, right? And after it will send that packet for the connection setup state, right? Where they will do the routing lookup, then they will evaluate the net policy. If user identification applied, then they check the user identification, and after that they will apply your security policies on the basis of your source IP, destination IP, source port, destination port, and zone details, right? And here they will consider application as any. When they will do the lookup into policies, in this particular point of time they will use application as any. Okay. So now, because whenever this particular PC, when he initiated this packet, which is the TCP SYN packet, and TCP SYN plus ACK, and this TCP ACK, these three packets, right? These three packets will go till here, till your policy lookup, and they will, your firewall will not send these two packets for the application engine and content engine. Means app identification and content identification is totally bypassed for this TCP SYN, TCP SYN plus ACK, and then ACK packet, because my firewall know these are the packet related to TCP three-way handshake. They don't have any kind of data payload, right? Because data payload will start from your message number 4 onward. This is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth, where they've exchanged the HTTP request packet. This request packet contains some kind of data payload, right? So the thing is, what happens, let's suppose you have sent the TCP SYN towards this server, and this server give the reply for SYN plus ACK. And after that, let's suppose this ACK is missed, or maybe when this server is replying with SYN plus ACK, maybe this SYN plus ACK lost somewhere. Okay. If this SYN plus ACK lost somewhere, and your firewall, which is here, if he has not received this SYN plus ACK, or maybe when this PC is trying to send this ACK, maybe this ACK lost somewhere. Means when all these three messages will not exchange properly, that time you will see one message into your application or into your traffic logs, which is your incomplete application. Application is incomplete because I have not I have not completed the TCP three-way handshake properly. That's the main reason, guys. You will see application as incomplete because these three messages will not exchange between this client machine and this server machine properly. Okay. Now the next question. So this is the reason, guys. When this TCP three-way handshake will not complete successfully, you will get a message which is like incomplete, application incomplete. Sometimes what happens, maybe this PC is sending the TCP SYN message, but this server is not replying. Maybe he is not listening on that port. Maybe due to this some asymmetric routing, your SYN is going in this way. When this server replying, maybe his packet is lost somewhere. In that scenario is also, this PC will not receive SYN plus ACK, and also your firewall will not receive SYN plus ACK. So he will just basically generate a log with application as incomplete.